What's up, flippers? We got an action-packed video for you today. If you're loving these documentary style, starting a house flipping business from the ground up, today's video might be the best one yet. We're gonna break down our second flip. We are listing that bad boy. In fact, I've got the listing pictures. It turned out amazing. I also interviewed a new real estate agent to sell it. So, you know me, you know your boy here. I actually recorded the entire thing. So I'm telling you right now, finding the properties, buying the properties, none of that is near as stressful as selling it. Yeah, you wouldn't think that would be the happy point. No, but what do you price it at? Do you price it low and try and get multiple offers? Do you try and price it super high and get an offer, right? All of these things can make or break. And if this thing sits on the market for way too long, all your profits are gone. So you're gonna hear from one of the top listing agents in the country. This guy's done 500 plus deals. He breaks it down, his exact strategy. So when you interview your agent, he better sound like this. Then we're gonna break down every single cost associated with this and the profits if we sell it for what we're listing it for. So what do we gotta do first? Let's look at those before and after pictures of your boy's flip right here. My wife, my contractor, they did amazing. So here is the listing photos. So let's get into a few of these. If you remember when we walked into this house when we first had it, it was very uneven. It was not level. And there was a big old fatty wall right across the living room right here. So that is now gone. And my little neighbor buddy's in here now. What are you doing, Carson?
I'm trying to get a balloon.
Trying to get a balloon? Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta move you out real quick. I gotta shoot a video, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Why don't you go play? Hey, Jill. Sorry, Carson was barging in. I'm shooting a vid. Is Jed down there? Oh, Jed's downstairs, buddy. Now you can see why I got a flip. I must run a daycare out of here. But no, that's my little buddy there, Carson. So anyways, we had a huge wall right across here. Wasn't load bearing, nothing, but we took it out. And the one thing you may not have known about that, I know I talked about it in the video, there was no support on that wall. So it was completely buckled down. And so when we, we're going through this the very first day, which I'm gonna show you video of when we started it, when we finished it, profits, all that, we found out that there was no support right here and it was very rotten wood. So we had to replace that. We also went over budget. I'll break down how much we went over budget. Look, and it's important that you guys know that, because when you do these flips, I mean, there's just so many things that come up, and I have documented every flip and all of the things that keep, coming up. That way you can look at it ahead of time. So when you see these things, you're like, hey, Jackson on the ground up house flipper told me to look at this. We also found that there was rotten beams on the exterior wall here. So now you walk in, what do you see? It is light and bright. I think the pictures turned out amazing. So now we've got the tile backsplash, and we do have a stove coming. It wasn't there for pictures, but we'll have a gas stove and microwave, but I don't think it's gonna deter anybody. By the time they go and look at it, it'll be in there. But now we've got, and here's the cool part, guys. We reused these cabinets, but we slapped on some beautiful quartz countertops. I think they turned out awesome. So these cabinets we were able to redo, and if you remember, we went in there one of the days to check up. It was so out of level, they ended up having to put some bottle jacks, some jacks on the outside of the house on this wall and lift it up about 3 inches because the cabinets were sitting so wonky because of it. So we definitely had to do some leveling. We're in Houston, Texas area, so this one was on pier and beam, which means there's no concrete slab. There's actually basically little slabs, and then there's the concrete blocks, and so that's how you level it. So wasn't a really big deal. They were able to actually do it within just an hour or two and level it up, and then you get them fresh cabinets on there that are perfectly straight and level now. All new, baseboards. This is called LVP. Something, a lot of times we go with tile. This is, again, it's a pier and beam. We're not on slab. So a lot of the houses here in Texas, I mean, yeah, you're on a concrete slab and that's your floor and you put tile over it. This is called LVP. It's a luxury vinyl plank or panel or something, but it's really popular actually in a lot of the new construction homes, and it's very affordable. So it's a really good look, and that's what we're basically going with, is the LVP on these cheaper flips, at least in there. And then every bedroom, fresh carpet. So as you can see, this is, I think this is no, that's just the bedroom that was back there. I think this is where that bed was. Nope, it's not, because that had a closet over here. This might be this is the new bedroom we framed in. This is the new master bedroom. Yep, that's right. So now we built, remember this is 12 foot by 26 feet. And you're gonna hear that in a little bit when it comes to comping this property. So 12 by 26, I think I did the math, is about 312 extra square feet. That's what we added to this house, making it a 3-2. Oh, and I'm telling you right now, guys, this is why you got to subscribe to my channel if you're starting out fresh. I'm going to ask all these rookie questions like, hey, did I make a mistake by converting this garage into, an extra bedroom and bathroom and laundry room? So you're going to hear, again, my listing agent, he's sold 500 plus homes, his thought on that, so that you guys know. But now we've got the new master bedroom, and this is that bathroom, and then if you remember around the corner, we have the laundry room. So now we got big walk-in tile showers. They're beautiful. The vanities, mirrors, and then we did tile floors in the bathroom. Obviously, no carpet. This is around that corner. So when you're looking right here, you go. Remember, this was all that garage that was just basically falling over, and it was rotten and nasty, and we reframed the whole thing. I got some really cool pictures of it too, but we're going around this corner. So that goes into the kitchen now, and then this goes around the corner to your very own mudroom, washer and dryer. So now it's not out in a garage or anything. So really cool there. And then we made that door out to the backyard. So now from the backyard, you can kind of walk into almost like a mudroom. You know what I mean? So this was the bedroom that was just nasty. There was some adult pleasure toys in this closet, a lot of drug paraphernalia. It took like multiple trailers to get all of the junk out of these rooms, but you can see now these rooms look really nice. And this is bathroom number 2, so 2 full bathrooms. The cool thing about, I've partnered with my contractor and we're splitting profits and all that. He has all these connections, and basically he has all these connections to this tile that's like, a lot more affordable. And then my wife just goes in and picks it out. I think this color with that, whatever. And so these showers turned out amazing. I mean, look at the pictures. This is really important, guys, when you're flipping. I've been doing a lot of comping, and I look online, and these listing agents, man, they just do their clients dirty by having these nasty pictures and cell phone pictures and this stuff. I mean, it just looks so much bigger in here. It's amazing. So now that's the backyard. If you remember, I mean, we couldn't even get through this door. It was nasty. There was a 2x4 holding up the wall over there. And now you get this beautiful addition mudroom, and the backyard we cleaned up because that was a just disaster. And this is the one picture that really doesn't do justice. When you're standing in this backyard, it is huge, a big backyard. So somebody could put, barbecue back to, big covered patio or whatever, garage, anything. So now we've got, that's the whole additional unit there. There you go. There's a pretty good picture of how big it is. And I think people will like that. I thought we were going to paint this, stain it, but we didn't. But I don't think it'll be a huge deal. Obviously, it's not a deal breaker. But I love, let's see, where is it? I think that was it, the last one. I think that turned out sweet. So let's show the beginning picture when we went up, when the door was boarded, the garage was all boarded up. Remember, we couldn't even get into this thing. To now, look at it now. Just a beautiful flip. So what I want to do is, this was my baby. This was our second flip that we've ever done. We've leveraged hard money. So I'll show you exactly what those, how much money it cost me to get into this, how much money the hard money lender lended us, and then I will break down the budget and our profits. But before I do all that, you guys, added bonus, only if right now you hit the like button. Just hit it. Take a second, pause the video, and just smash that like button for your boy Jackson for documenting this whole thing, because I'm going to be talking about all the mistakes too. But I'm going to have you guys listen to this full listing presentation. Take notes. This is the way that you need to, and if you're a real estate agent right now, like, this is probably, you should take some notes on how to sell. So very good service. And what we're going to do is go listen to Ozzy and do his listing presentation. So let's go.
Can you hear me? It's good.
Yep, I got you, man.
Okay.
I actually I was looking at some comps in the area. I just need you to help me with my listing, like price, strategy, what you would do, and then maybe it's actually ready. So with that being said, today's a Tuesday. Would it be too late this week if you were listing your flip? Like, what days do you do it? How quick do you turn them around? Those type of things.
So we try to list on Monday or Tuesday, like Wednesday, typically at the latest.
Wait.
And then
what?
Yeah.
I've always heard everybody lists on like Thursdays and Fridays.
So a couple schools schools of thought, man. You want your marketing to sink in. We want to do a grand open house so that it's not like a regular open house for us. So I'll show you. This is our schedule. We try to list on Monday or Tuesday. We usually on Saturday, almost every time on Saturday, if not Saturday and Sunday or Friday, Saturday and Sunday, we have grand opening open house. Monday and Tuesday when we go live, we are going to pull down data. So I'll drop a pin on the house and I'll go into like Cole Realty or one of these websites and we'll pull all the data from the area. So every cell phone number, home phone number, email address that we can find, we take that CSV and we pop it into a couple systems. So we use, RVM ringless voicemail.
Nope.
We use Slide Broadcast, and it's a simple voicemail. It's, hey, this is Ozzy Ramirez. I just want to give you a shout and let you know that we're going to have an open house this Saturday at 507 East Honeycutt Street, right in your neighborhood. And the only reason I'm messaging you is for two reasons. One, if you see a lot of traffic, don't be alarmed. Just give me a shout. Let me know. If somebody parks in front of your driveway or your mailbox, we'll make them move.
Yeah.
And I also want to give you the first opportunity to pick your neighbor before somebody crazy moves in and messes up your home values. So bring your family, bring your friends, come check it out too. Pick your neighbor before somebody crazy moves in. Again, it's this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Honeycutt Street in Baytown, and I look forward to seeing you there this Saturday. And with Slide Broadcast, what it does is it bypasses your ringer, shows up as a missed call on your phone, and it never bothers you, but it shows that missed call, and I can leave that voicemail in like 4,000 or 5,000 people's voicemail boxes.
Really?
In a matter of minutes. So we do that. We do Text Magic too, which is also just mass texting for the area. And then we'll plug in so many numbers in a basic area, and we'll also circle prospect and call to invite people. And then we also try to run retargeting and remarketing ads for the property up until the open house. Of course, along with, putting out a bunch of signs, social media posts, all kinds of stuff like that. And that's what we do. So what I teach about open houses is it's the open house itself, like the day of the open house, is the icing on the cake. The real cake is all the marketing you get to do up to the open house. You should be able to have 5 to 15 like real conversations before the open house even starts. So that's our marketing. We call it extreme marketing saturation, where we're just going to hammer the area and make sure they know about our property.
So, I mean, obviously that's helping lower days on market. I mean, it's getting more people involved, get more offers and negotiate that, huh?
Yeah, we stretch it out. We also, man, a lot of these agents, they want to brag about, oh, I was under contract in 1 or 3 days.
Right.
That's really great when the market's hot, but that doesn't work as well when the market's not as hot. Like, you need to make sure you are stretching it out. Your marketing is sinking in. You're getting in front of enough people. You're gathering enough offers. Like, you really, every property you put on the market, whether it's a hot market, a cold market, or whatever, you should have at least a 5 to 7 day marketing take. So it should go live, and you should have 5 to 7 days before you ever accept an offer.
Man, I feel like that goes against a lot of what people say. You're right. Like they always want to do speed to closing, but maybe getting multiple offers means more negotiation, higher dollar amount, huh?
Yeah, it's not just that. Like, this is a business, right? And my job, think about it, if I represent you, which that's kind of the conversation we're having here.
Right.
I work for you, the seller. My job isn't to make it like the quickest. My job is to make sure I'm doing the best. Think about it.
Yep.
If I get under contract in 2 days, how many people really got to see your property? How many people that maybe work on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday did not get to see the house, and they don't even look until Friday or Saturday, and then they want to go see it and it's already under contract? Like, you really missed a lot of opportunity. Marketing has to sink in. It takes marketing time, like anything. You talk about YouTube videos, you talk about anything. It takes time from the time you go live to the time it gets in front of people, to the time they react, to the time they can actually take action and do things. Like, you got to let your marketing sink in if you want to really benefit the market. You want to benefit your seller. You want to benefit your business in general.
Gotcha. Well,
so that's our open house. That's our grand opening.
I'm all about it, man. I'll be there shooting video with you. I'll fly the drone. I'm gonna show the drone real quick. So basically, we've got one ready to go, and then we got a second one that will probably be ready, in a couple of weeks, and then obviously looking for as many more as we can find. So this is something that, and obviously I know you're good at finding deals, but it's like, man, we want to turn this into a big business and be doing a lot. I mean, the goal this year is just 20. I think we could easily do it, but I think we could do more. So with that being said, a goal of like doing a lot of these per year, 20, 30, 40. I want, obviously, somebody who just takes care of the list. It's just like, that's the easy part. I don't have to handle none of that. It's done right professionally. That allows you guys to market, pick up additional leads, but I want somebody too that helps like find me more super cheap cash deals. I want to flip a lot. So it's kind of like an all encompassing, like, business partner,
Here's a question for you. When you first bought this house,
Yeah.
The day after you closed and you took the keys, or the day you took the keys, what is your like protocol and checklist with that house? Like, what are things you're doing to begin marketing that house? So, like, my system is the day I take it on, obviously, we're getting utilities turned on. We're starting to look at any
I
kind
forgot
of
some of that.
permits we have to pull.
I'm so new at
Yeah.
this. Sometimes I forget to call the power. We ain't got power. We ain't got.
The other thing is that day you get it, go put yourself a for sale by owner sign out there and put yourself a lead generation number. You work in the brokerage business too. Set that number to your lead generators, whoever your lead conversion experts are on your team, like your agents. Put a general number on there, like a Google number or something, and have it ring to them and say, you convert all these freaking leads for me. This
Yeah.
is my property. I don't have time because I'm running, electricity and all this, moving the contractors. And this is a business, flipping houses. The real estate business is kind of its own thing over here. So filter those over there. And at the same time, put another sign that says, we buy houses cash.
Yeah.
Let the neighborhood know I'm here to stay. I want to buy more houses in this neighborhood.
Sorry, I don't know. Can you still see me? I think I've been working all day. My freaking computer's I think so hot. Yeah, man. That's exactly what I want. That's what I need.
Do you want me to walk you through my comps and run the
I do.
numbers
I
like
do.
on
I
the
do big
screen?
time. And I don't have, obviously, I don't have pictures and you haven't walked it, but I got a lot of video footage of the inside. So the other thing is it was a 2-bed, 1-bath, as you could probably see when you look it up, but we converted the garage into I think it's 12 by 26, master bedroom and a full bathroom. So now it's a 3-bed, 2 full bath and a laundry room in there.
Okay, so you got a 3-2, no garage. Do you have a carport?
Nope.
No carport. Okay.
Hey, by the
And
way, you've done a lot in this area. What would add more value, having that extra full bed bath, like primary suite, or having it was a single. I think it was a single car garage, but it was a garage.
man, if it's a neighborhood where you can get away with a conversion, I convert.
Okay, cool.
It's the simplest way to, because a lot of the most expensive parts is the structure of the house. So the roof over the top and the concrete under the bottom, right?
Yep.
So when you add on that, it's just taken. So your average garage, one space is 200 square feet, two spaces is 400 square feet. If you can add on 400 square feet just by throwing in some framing and some walls, and if you want to add a bathroom, a little extra money here and there, man, I don't think there's anything that can bring so much quick value.
Sweet.
And especially like Baytown, Southeast Houston, a lot of these areas, it is very common to have garage conversions. They rather have the livable square footage.
Perfect. That's what we did it, and it looks amazing. It's a massive primary bedroom with a huge full bathroom, and then the laundry room, mud room in there as well. That goes out to the backyard.
So this has yet a 2-1, 780 square feet on the taxes here.
Yep.
1950, but truly, you're probably throwing on at least another 200 square feet for the garage.
It was 12 by 26, I think. So 312.
Okay, 312. So we're looking at 1,000.
Yeah, almost 1100.
Almost 1,100, yeah. So let's just say 1,100. So I'm gonna run my comps. Square footage, I'll do 200 above, 200 below.
It'd be about 900 and 1300. You would say,
Lot size, they got you at 5,000, which a lot of so Baytown is very, like, you'll see tons of them are just at 5,000 square foot lots. But just in case we need it, I'll go to 7,000 square foot lots. That's pretty standard there too. So I did 7,000 and under. Your belt, you're 1950. So honestly, once you get after like 1975, they almost all seem the same, even though like the 1950s are their own feeling in Baytown.
Okay.
I'm gonna do 1975 and under just to see what it pulls. And then we're going, so this is Goose Creek, and I'm not gonna do zip code yet. I'm gonna start off with Goose Creek and see what it pulls for us. Goose Creek Consolidated, same thing, right?
I guess.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Okay, so we're down to 40 right there. It does not have a pool, just in case. Let's see if that moves in the out. Nope, nobody has a pool in this area. Okay, and then now what I do is I'm gonna go.
There might be some pools, but not ones you want to go swimming in, man.
Okay, so the reason why I pull up a Google map is I'm just so familiar with the way these things are. So we have 1468 right here, which is a really big street, 99 here, 146 here. So really this area right here, if we can see enough properties just in this block right here from North Main to 1468, 99 on the south and Ward on the top, if we can find 4 to 7 properties in here, then we have a pretty good number. So I'm going to go and I'm going to look at the map, and we know this is the area. So yeah, this area should give us more than enough enough comps to give us numbers, because this is exactly where you're at right here. Boom, boom. Okay, we're good. So I'm just gonna chop this. Actually, I'm gonna chop this block right here and see what it does. So there it narrows down 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7. So we got a chunk right there. So let's look. 1940. So you notice there's only one that's 1964. We might eliminate that one, right? Even
Yep.
though it hasn't even sold. Everything else is 1940, 1950, which is pretty standard right here. Now let's see if we can find enough. Just so this is right WP is the actual subdivision. We've got right 1. That's a right 2. This is really a right 2, 3, 4. Really, there's not enough data with just going in that singular subdivision. But let's see if we can find anything here. So let's look at just solds right here. So this one is $60.31 square foot. These are probably pre-rehab properties, right? At $60 and $78
Yep.
square foot. These are probably post-rehab properties, right? Or something that has been somewhat upgraded. So I'm going to look at this one right here on Ward. And yep, so new carpet, new paint. This is obviously updated from a 1950 property, countertops, cabinets, newer appliances, which probably doesn't measure up to what you did based on I know what you're going to do to your place.
Yep.
But this is an upgraded property sitting at about $115 square foot. Technically, it sold for $119.20 a square foot, and it took 20 days on the market. They gave $1,000 to repair, paid by seller, and zero contributions. Those all matter. So let's look at $119 a square foot for that one. And now let's go back to this one, which is right close to it too. This one, I think they could have done a better job on the outside. Doesn't look too upgraded there. This one
And that
went
was
for
only a 2-bed,
100.
1-bath.
Yeah, so $125 a square foot, 2-1, and let's see garage spaces. No garage space on this one, so that's pretty common out here. Flooring upgrade, windows were not upgraded. Did you do new windows or
I
not?
think it had newer windows.
So this is a semi upgrade. This is upgraded for the 80s or the 90s. You can
Yeah.
tell by the Formica and the cabinets, but this is not a 1942 look.
No.
Okay, so it has older upgrade, but not a lot. So now let's look at the pending. So here's a crazy thing. This is so wild. We've got these 2 or 4 right here. Well, these 2 are really the ones that would be kind of upgraded, but not completely. Went for 125, 119 a square foot. But these pending properties at 180 and $180, 180.77 a square foot. Similar square. These are 3.2s. Look what they did here. This one was a 3.11, 2.1. These were both obviously more than likely converted to a 3.2 and a 3.2. They're under contract. What this may be telling us is your property is in demand and people are doing what you're doing and they're actually selling.
Thank God, because if
Because
we were
they're
gonna look at 120 a foot, I'm in the hole, dog.
scared.
Oh my God.
So let's look at it. This one's 1952, a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, no garage space. So this is more than likely a convert to, just like yours.
That thing's
White
pretty, dude.
houses. Yeah, so this is upgraded.
We painted ours
It-
white too, yeah.
okay, so this one
And we
looks
painted
like
the
it does
cabinets
have
white.
quartz.
Our stove looks just like, I mean, that looks a lot.
Shaker cabinets, subway tile, like a glass look subway
Yep.
tile here. Upgraded flooring, upgraded sink. Yeah, this is
Same as ours.
You're pimped out like this, right?
Yep.
Good black doors.
And we opened our
They
wall
obviously,
like that. That one's vaulted, so it's a little taller, but ours is we opened the wall right there, so it looks just like that kind of.
Yeah, this is not a 1942 floor plan. I'll tell you that right
No.
now. There's at least 1 or 2 walls in here. Okay, yeah. So they did some good work here. All right. So they got the tankless water
Tankless,
heater in
yep.
here. Okay. They did carpet bedrooms, which that's
We
what
did
I
that.
do on flips, right?
We did that. Okay.
These are upgraded windows, it looks like. Subway tile in here, upgrade dual sink. This is more than likely the master bathroom.
Yeah, we actually did walk-in showers on ours, all tile, so they're nice.
Okay. So this tells us that $180 a square foot maxed out like yours more than likely is like people want that here. Look at this one. Here's another one at $180 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, no car garage. We're looking at another convert type situation, upgraded flooring. Look at the everything here. This is not a 1940 or a 1980 or 1990 upgrade. This is something they did. But look at this one. More than likely, these are original type cabinets or 1980s upgrade. You don't see this. These are little plate holders. Is yours all electric? A lot of the house out here are all electric. Gas. So you got some gas. This one's got electric stove. Some upgrade here. But look, the tub goes into a little hole over.
I was gonna say, is that like a mini tub? Like just
No,
goes around
it
the
probably
corner.
goes into the side over here. The shower's probably behind this wall. Yeah. Carpet in the bedrooms. Why would they stick with these old ceiling fans? What does yours look like?
Nappy.
Wood look tile floor.
And really bad pictures, man.
Yeah, the pictures are very bad angles and they look at
awful.
this. What is this? This is a stand-up shower, but you did it no justice. Yeah. So I mean, man, what it tells me is these are two comps. You want these. I know Charlie Zaid, he's a good guy. You want these to hurry up and close, and you want to be as close to $180 a square foot as possible. They might end up like 175, something like that. But let's say one. Well, let's see how many days on the market. Because if there's 3 days on the market, that was quick, right? 3 out of 17 total. This one is 0 day. Wait, that's not the right one. Let's look at this one. 124 days on the market for this one. But I
But
will
it went
say
up.
this one, right? Let's
Oh,
see.
never mind. Original and list. Okay.
Yeah.
900
So
square.
they were
Okay.
175 to 162, but it's still the 180 a square foot
Yep.
at the 162. So they were listed over 180 square foot. What that tells you, probably not smart to go over 180.
Okay.
Right. But 124 days on the market, which this one, if you really look at it, this one compared to this one, this is a different game and
Yeah.
better pictures and all that good stuff. So let's just say 175 is a conservative,
Yep.
good price per square foot, and you are sitting on 1100.
Yep.
So you're about 190. Hold on, 1100.
Yep.
What's this one right here? Yeah, about
192.5, so
192.
190.
What were you aiming for?
I think we had original comps in the one, like to get the hard money loan. I want to say in the 160s, 170s, but in our minds, we were like, we're going like 180 all day, 185.
Yeah, honestly, because if you look at these two, this one's 162, but I don't think it's as nice as yours. And it's smaller at 900 square feet, a lot smaller. And this one's at 225. Man, I think you could put it up for 200.
Yeah, I love that.
I think that's a solid number to put it at. Let's look at what you're up against. So we did sold, important because appraisal value's right. We really need these bad boys to sell to help with your appraisal. A pending tells you what people are into right now. And then, so this one's if you were at 200, you'd be right in the middle of the market. This guy's $203 a square foot. I don't know what he's thinking. Look at this. Okay. Nice windows, good upgrades. He did some brick across the bottom, some stone face.
No, but that's still
Upgraded.
like an aggressive price point, instead of looking at comps of like, well, 160, 180 is your square, cost per square foot. I'd go at 170, 180. Like I like that approach of no, dude, we need to go right in the middle. I think 200 because we're doing like a couple of these you see, we're doing high end. That's not high end at all. That's ridiculous.
What is this?
Yeah, they're
What
killing
did
them.
he do?
Hung a barn door and called it good, but it doesn't look good. But the other two white ones are baller. That's kind of like,
Yeah, if you feel like yours looks like those two that are pending, man, I would price right at 200, and I think, man, you'll be in line with these guys right here.
yeah,
So yeah, I think that's what I would say. Go full tilt with the marketing, price at 200,000, and 200 is a really searchable number too. People are going to be searching at 200,000 and under, and you'll fit.
perfect.
Look
I
good.
love it, dude.
You want me to send these to you?
Yeah, that would be sweet. I appreciate you doing that.
All right, so what did you guys think of that? I was wowed by that. I've been, in the real estate industry for 4 or 5 years now. I've never flipped. It doesn't help me in any way, but to listen to that, the one thing that I love about it, and if you're interviewing agents, was the confidence, right? So a lot of times it's difficult to price because some agents are just going to look at price per square foot and market as that. But what I've enjoyed with talking with him is that it really matters on what's out there in the market. And so when you go by just a square foot, a dollar per square foot, you come up with a number. But if there's two other properties like you saw that are 205, 215, 220 and pending, then it's like, hey, why don't we go right underneath them? I love that aggressive standpoint. And I know I know personally that maybe week one, if we're a touch high, then we can drop that price a little bit, whatever. But I'm in his hands now. And my goal is I want to do 20, 30, 50 of these flips a year. I don't want to worry about listing the property. I want the best of the best to just list it, make me the money, and I'll pay him for doing his services. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to break down the costs of everything and kind of the profits that we're looking at with that listing price in mind. All right, first of all, this is our second draw. So we did 2 draws on this one. We did the first draw for I think it was like 28,000, and then this draw we waited until the very end. The reason we're doing that and we can do it, my contractor and I, is that he's kind of paying for a lot of these costs up front. He has enough capital, and every time we do a draw, it charges you $200, $300, $400. So that's what you have to watch out for. First of all, you have to do your draws, at least with my hard money lender, $5,000 minimum. So you can't just do a bunch of $500, $1,000 draws, and then every time you do one, you get dinged, $200, $300 or whatever your lender's gonna ding you for that. So we wanted to minimize that, and you know, our 2 draws is going to cost us a little over $400, but we put in and finished everything in here last time. Exterior paint's only $300. That's because they withheld $300 because we didn't finish everything, so we just had to put in a bunch of these that weren't all the way finished that they held back from the first draw. All right, and so I mentioned to you guys earlier that we went over. So what we're doing is we had a contingency. Now, again, if you guys have followed along with me, I highly recommend if you're new to watching this channel, go back to video 1 and just watch every video throughout. This is a masterclass on starting a house flipping business. Not because I'm a guru, it's because I came from zero. I didn't know anything. So I've literally documented everything. What the contingency is when you do a hard money loan, I can actually bring it up and show you. A hard money lender is basically going to bake in a 10%, an 8 to 10% contingency. So as you can see here, there's a contingency of $5,480. So we took $4,400 of that contingency. You don't have to take it, but since we were getting the draw anyways, what we wanted to do is our contractor, we're splitting profits 100% right down the middle. So he gives us his budget at cost. You know, we go through all the receipts and we pay all his contractors, we do all that, and we get him paid up 100% on that. And then once we go to closing, everything will be split 50-50. And that's after, you know, the fees that I show you today, appraisals, all of that, right? That's between me and him and my wife, and we'll break that down. But at the end of the day, he's doing these renovations at cost, and then at the end of all costs, we split the money down the middle. So we went over $950. This is for all of that, you know, the rot that we found. So basically, it was a video that I did a couple weeks ago. We found a bunch of rotten beams, and we had to, you know, jack that house up a little bit more. And really fix it, plus fix a broken window that had happened. And then we relocated the water heater. So we moved the water heater all the way to the other side of the house. And you remember, we actually put it outside in its own little locker. And all the material, everything said and done, it was $950 plus $550 plus $350 plus $450. So as you can see there, it's about $1,800 extra. And so we added that contingency, but basically we went over our budget about $1,800. So what was our budget? If we pull it up here, this is everything all said and done. And this starts right here: demolition of the garage walls, roof, disconnection from the, you know, all that, building up the new garage, $62,030. So we are at $62,030 plus $1,800 equals $63,830. We purchased this house. If you remember, Money Mike found me this house. We purchased it for $76,000. So that's a total of $139,830. As you heard in our listing presentation, Ozzy thinks, man, let's go at 200. I think we can get it. That would be bad A if we can get it. That's what I wanted, because a lot of the comps, and when we got this thing appraised for our hard money loan, and you know, when you talk to agents, it's more in that like 175, 185 range, right? But I was like, man, these things around this area are selling like hotcakes. And he proved it right there. Man, there's one at 205, one 215 pending. This is amazing. We need to go right in the middle, because now we won't be the most high priced. They're going to see those higher priced ones and be like, man, this one's nicer and it's only 200. Hopefully, you know, and with his whole marketing campaign, we can get 200. If we get more, great. Even if we get, you know, 190, 195, something like that, which I will document. I will show you guys. That's why you guys got to subscribe. But we're going with 200,000. So minus the 139,830 is a, what is that, a gross? I think it's gross profit of 60,100, but 4.5% listing fee. So 4.5% of 200 would be 2, 4, 6, 8, and 0.5% would be another 1,000, 9,000 bucks. So minus 9,000. So we're at 51,000, but wait, there's more. And you know, I think the goal down the road is once we do a bunch of these and we have our own capital, we're not going to have to leverage hard money as much. But at the same time, once you see this closing cost, you're like, why throw out, okay, 76,000 plus about 64,000, you know, and take $139,000 of your own money to do this flip just to save maybe 5-6 grand, or leverage, you know, hard money. That's the thing. So now if we go to our closing costs, this was, you know, the $76,000 right here. The closing cost was about $6,300, a little bit more, $6,310. So minus $6,300, that's what you pay to play. We're looking right around, you know, 44,000, 45,000 bucks bucks. So not really too bad. There's a couple other costs involved. You know, we had like a $450 appraisal fee that I paid, and a few other things, you know, utilities that we've had to pay and turn on. And there's probably going to be at least 1 month's worth of payment. I don't have a payment till May 1st. So, oh, here's the other thing, is just to show you, this is March 13th. This is the day that we started. That's when they ripped down that garage. They did it all in one day. So March 13th. And as you can see today, it's April 19th. But we got this thing done actually, and it's a Friday. We got it done basically last weekend. All we had to do this week, Monday, was I think they were putting the tile backsplash in or something, but basically it was done. And then I was interviewing a few different agents. So we had it done almost exactly 1 month. March 12th to April 12th is what we did. So in 4 weeks, right? You know, you're looking at a net profit right around that 40, probably $43,000, and that's if we sell it at, you know, $200,000. And that's what I'm starting to learn about this. It's a mental game, because you basically, you know, when you're thinking about flipping and you watch all the gurus and the YouTube videos in the pot, they're always making 100,000. Like everybody makes 100 grand on a flip. It's doable. And that's why I think in the future I'm going to start doing my own lead generation. I'm going to build out lead gen with callers, have Money Mike answer the phones. Like I'm going to do all this, mailers, and try and find my own deals. But that's also what I learned, is that, hey, what's so wrong about, you know, especially if you were doing this yourself, you know, and you make $40,000-$50,000 and you get a kick-ass contractor like I got, and you're getting it done in 4 weeks, like that is killer. So we're going to be splitting this. We're about, you know, a little over 20,000 bucks a piece. But if we can scale this like we want to, you know, and we've got 2, 3, 4 of these going on, and, you know, at the minimum, you're making 20 grand, maybe 30, 40 grand on some of these things. And then you get some home runs, and then you might, you know, lose money. Although my contractor says, with me, Jackson, we ain't losing money. So regardless, you know, if we can do 2, 3 of these a month, 4 of these a month, you know, as we scale and grow, it's going to be a great, you know, income. You could start making $60, $80, $100,000 a month by doing a lot of these, you know, smaller flips that you can do in 3, 4 weeks. So that's the other thing, is I've kind of gone away at the moment from the bigger flips, the 2,000, 2,500, 3,000 square foot. And I'm looking for some of the, if you guys are agents too, or people who have deals anywhere in the country and you don't know what to do with them, I think maybe just find my email in the channel and send them to me, and I can put them on the channel. We can, you know, get these things out there. And I'm looking for more of them in Houston, good deals. So if anybody's got awesome deals in Houston, hit your boy up. I want to buy some more so I can document it for you guys. And make sure that you guys stay tuned to this channel, because I have that house that got red tagged, and I have been battling these permits like crazy, and I've already been documenting everything I've done, every conversation I've had, and trying to get these permits gone. So if you're, you know, going to be doing flips, you're going to have to get permits sometime, and it's going to be like another master class on getting permits, all documented. So it goes without saying, like, subscribe if you want to grow a house flipping business and you want to learn from somebody who's in the thick of it as a newbie, instead of all the gurus who leave out all this other shit. So make sure you guys subscribe, and if you haven't yet, the only thing I'm asking, just hit that like button. I think that's what helps my videos get out there to more people. And I don't know if you guys know this, but earlier on in my YouTube channel, I actually went and toured a super distressed property with Ozzy that we had to bring weapons and machetes and stuff to it. That video is right here. So if you want to hear Ozzy break down one of his flip, like a property that he's going to buy, and I ask all the rookie questions, check this video out right here.